Stage 1 was an inflated road-going version of the prologue, a loop of 184 kilometres, taking the race briefly into Germany, but starting and finishing in Strasbourg. With things so tight at the top, the favourites were taking an unusually close interest in the time bonuses available at the intermediate sprints out on the route.
Well, it doesn't matter for Walter Benetto. He's not too worried about what his position is going to be overall. Here he comes through the sprint point here at 9 kilometres to go. Maximum points for him, 6 seconds in the back of the pocket as well. But he started the day a long way down overall. Look at this, George Hincapie's going for it. What a very clever move by George Hincapie. And look at the Crédit Agricole rider there trying to get himself the bonus. But for George Hincapie, that's 3rd place and 2 seconds. George Hincapie has just snatched the yellow jersey here away from the shoulders of Thor Hushovd. It's going to be a big battle now to see who can perform in the finish at the moment. Hincapie was very upset yesterday at not getting the yellow jersey. He missed out for 73 hundredths of a second, and there it just goes to show at the Tour de France, you have to be alert every kilometre of the way. What a very clever move by George Hincapie there. Nobody, I don't think, was expecting that at all. There is the Rhine. He's crossing the border now. Behind him is Germany. When he comes off this bridge, he will be back in France. And there is the main field. There he sits up. The glory of the day for Walter Benetto is all over right now. He's back in the fold. His dream has just been broken.
This is going to be one terrific sprint finish. Good luck to the commentator. No, I didn't mean that. Right, we're going into the last 3 kilometres of the race now. It's a bit narrow there, isn't it? There is the 3 kilometres banner now. Remember, it's only the last kilometre where we're dead straight. Rabobank now for Oscar Freire, a 3-time world champion, trying to drag him into the pictures. And Lundqvist there, the champion of Sweden, also the youngest man in the race, sitting 3rd wheel.
Well, Oscar Freire is a very enigmatic rider. You know, sometimes he can win races, other times he's completely injured, but he has been world champion on 3 occasions. A little bit of chaos now. There is Valverde in the white jersey. I cannot see for the moment. Tom Boone and his team don't seem to have got themselves under control here. Everybody all over the road now. The first sprint of the day in the Tour de France. Everybody's nervous. Everybody's ready to try and get victory. It's absolute chaos out there. You dare not touch your brakes. You touch your brakes at this moment now, you'll find yourself losing 150 places in the main field.
Well, it's who can pick the best wheel now, because there is no one team, as we suspected, can control this race. There's no team discovery. There's no silver bullet team of the years gone by of Fassa Bortolo. So the sprinters are going to look for the strong men and try and pinch them off the other sprinters.
Well, no organisation, still no one team dominating this as we inside now 2 kilometres to go to the finish. They're all over the road. There's the green jersey of Hincapie in around about 10th or 15th place. There's the yellow jersey of Thor Hushovd. He's down into about 10th place. You know, he's got to do something special. Thor Hushovd, I think, today may well come up with the goods and try and get himself a top 3 place. I still could not see Robbie McEwen, but you know what? For Australia, that's not really a problem.
No, that's absolutely normal. The 2 riders on the front right now are leaky gas riders trying to get Magnus Bagstead, the Swedish rider who lives in Wales, in Great Britain, to the front. As they come off that bottom bend now, our camera's going to have to stay away from the riders. It's fire all the way here. And Bagstead is in fact about 6 riders down at the moment. He's not onto the wheel of his teammate. Milram are trying to get Zabel. They are the light blue. And Bernardi's team are also getting in the play here now. This is flat out. A little shot here. Thor Hushovd and Zabel's off to the right. 3 men down dead centre. 4 men, because Oscar Freire is there as well. As they come round, that's the last corner. Take it wide. Breathe deeply into the final kilometre.
1 kilometre is an awful long way to go in a sprint like this. Eric Zabel is in a superb position up there into about 3rd. Oscar Freire a little bit too much to the front for me. In 2nd place, Zabel just pausing a little. He's gone to the front. He doesn't want to be there, but you can see now the yellow jersey moving forward. He has a teammate with him. Thor Hushovd is up there into 2nd. Who is in 3rd place? But it's Robbie McEwen.
It's Robbie McEwen. This man appears like he takes the invisible cloak off in Harry Potter. He's suddenly sat there. 3rd wheel now, McEwen. Zabel is 4th wheel. Thor Hushovd is riding. Remember, no yellow jersey, has won a stage wearing yellow since Mario Cipollini in 1997. Breaking on the far right now, we're trying to get Gerolsteiner, and the world champion in the white jersey goes. He's the man to beat. Zabel tries to take his wheel, and McEwen there boxed a little bit. Tom Bonen looks over his shoulder. He's got McEwen, his worst man, on his wheel now, as he had Jimmy Casper coming on the far right now, and now it's Zabel trying to go with Jimmy Casper here now, and Boonen, I think, is beaten. Tommy Boonen, it may be a French day this, as on the far right of our picture there's a battle, but it's going to be on the line a win for for Jimmy Casper, I think. And if that's the way the Tour de France is going to go, that is without doubt the finest victory. And I hate to say it, we never mentioned him all day until he hit the line. What a win.
The yellow jersey's gone down. I don't know when this happened. The yellow jersey has gone down.
Well, we never saw this. There was a twitch. We never saw the crash, and he's going to have stitches in that arm. Well, what a tragedy. Thor Hushovd is a sprinter. He mixes it with the best. He looked to be good. We did not see the crash. I think it may have happened, Paul, after the crossing of the line.
Well, it was after the line that Thor Hushovd went down, but it was actually during the sprint that he was injured. If you look at the replay here, he's on the extreme left of shot, close to the barriers. Close enough for someone to hit him in the head with what might be a camera and cut him across the arm with one of the thousands of giveaway green cardboard hands, which embarrassingly for the Tour are handed out by the company that sponsors the sprints. And to compound the embarrassment, they'd actually been banned from finish lines already as long ago as 2002 after Robbie McEwen was hit on the shoulder by one. Well, needless to say, the cardboard hand ban was reinforced. Although short of Saudi justice on a mass scale, it was hard to see what the race organisers could do about the human equivalent, which could be seen sticking over the barriers, brandishing mobile phone cameras on almost every stage. Anyway, as painful as it was for Thor Hushovd, the case of the green hand didn't affect the Stage 1 result. There it is, Jimmy Casper getting the French an early stage win ahead of Robbie McEwen and Eric Zabel. George Hincapie was back in the bunch in 23rd, but his work had already been done 9 kilometres from the finish at the bonus sprint where he'd nicked the 2 seconds that gave him the race lead. So after 7 years riding for the yellow jersey of Lance Armstrong, Hincapie had one for himself. He held a 2-second lead over Thor Hushovd, and that was enough to earn him cycling's equivalent of a presidential phone call.
Did Lance call last night?
Yeah, he called. He said he was happy and I looked good in yellow.
Good stuff. What are the plans today?
Well, today's a long stage, and I don't know how much we're going to control the race, but it'd be great to keep the jersey for another day. It's going to be tough with all the sprinters gunning for the stage and possibly the bonuses, but with a little luck, who knows? Maybe I can keep it for another day.